What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE talent have been forced to step up, WWE line story, Nia Jax's return feud revealed, CM Punk shoots hard on Adam Page, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also, check out our new channel, WrestleMania Shorts. Now, let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at WWE going all out for Jey Uso quitting. Our top story today examines the great lengths that WWE are going in order to keep the Jey Uso storyline alive. Yesterday it was reported now even more developments have surfaced in relation to Jay's so-called WWE exit. Jay was previously advertised for several upcoming editions of SmackDown, but Jay has since been removed from these advertisements. He was also initially advertised for the Payback event next month and the Fastlane event in October. Jay has now been removed from the advertising for Payback, yet his advertisement for Fastlane hasn't been changed. Back next month, yet judging from these advertisements, WWE looked to be going in a completely different direction. There have been calls from fans to see the two collide at WrestleMania 40 next April. After all, both members of the Usos have expressed their desire to face off on the grandest stage. The question is, if WWE hold off the Uso versus Uso match until WrestleMania 40, what's going to be the main storyline going over on SmackDown? Roman Reigns isn't currently advertised for the next few premium live events, so WWE urgently need a new storyline to retain fan interest. Would you guys hold off on Jay versus Jimmy until WrestleMania 40? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE roster told to step up. Speaking of the landscape of SmackDown, a new report from the Better Wrestling Experience on Twitter indicates that the Bloodline saga is officially taking a breather. The popular news source does add that it's a big test for WWE superstars to step up. WWE have been relying on the Bloodline saga to attract ratings, but with the storyline being cooled off for a while, now it's time for other wrestlers to shine. WWE appear to be setting up something exciting with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, and hopefully this angle picks up in the next coming weeks. They've also started to push LA Knight as he's appearing on both Raw and SmackDown and is set for a feud with The Miz. WWE are even using a. They may have finally realized that LA Knight has slowly but surely become a legitimate draw. Next up, a WWE legend buries the Bloodline story. During the post SummerSlam press conference, Roman Reigns' advocate Paul Heyman infamously declared that the Bloodline story is yet to hit its stride, and that the story is only at the bottom of the third inning. WWE legend and Hall of Famer Kurt Angle has called out Heyman for these comments on his podcast, and the former WWE champion didn't hold back his thoughts on the Bloodline saga. The storyline is great, I love it, but I think Heyman was full of shit, he said. I think they're in the eighth inning, and they're stressed. They're making shit up now. That's what I believe. Paul Heyman, I know him, and I know he's probably going crazy right now. What do we do next? As expected, Heyman has decided to fire back at Angle's comments in a tweet yesterday, which read, no matter what inning we're in, at least we're not looking for exposure through the next old timers day. And just for the record, I typed this tweet with a broken freaking fingernail. Angle isn't the only wrestling legend to call out WWE following SummerSlam, as former WCW president Eric Bischoff called the main event matchup between Reigns and Jey Uso boring. Taken to his podcast, this was a scathing criticism that Bischoff offered Reigns versus Jey Uso. I was disappointed because my expectations, and part of it might have been, and maybe that's kind of the reaction of the audience, the expectations have been so high for anything Bloodline related because it's been so awesome for so long. This wasn't. This was maintenance. They didn't advance anything, in my opinion. Technically, it did. On paper, it did. Okay, you can argue that if you want online, if you have nothing else to do with your life, you can debate that. But for me, just in terms of emotion and interest in the reaction, my visceral response is I was bored. I did not enjoy this match at all. Nothing about it made me look forward to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown on Friday night. I get why people are saying, oh, it feels like it could be 1999, 2000 MWO because it didn't move the needle. It checked a couple of boxes, but it did not move emotional needle whatsoever for me. Do you guys agree with Eric Bischoff and Kurt Angle? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Nia Jax's return feud revealed. There have been rumors circulating that Nia Jax could be on her way back to WWE. Whilst nothing has been confirmed, Jax in a recent interview with WrestleBinge seems to imply that she's coming for current women's champion Rhea Ripley. Rhea's doing a great job. She's kind of this rise. She might need to be knocked down a couple of pegs. I think she's incredible. She's so talented. I mean, I saw her when she first came up on the main roster. I even saw her in NXT. She's got such a long list of talents she can do. I really enjoy watching her, especially standing up to the guys. I've had a match with Rhea once before and she busted my eye open, so maybe I've got a little payback. I don't know, I think we'll have a good dogfight in there. Would you guys like to see surprising name returning to the ring? It looks like British wrestling legend Nigel McGuinness is gearing up for an in-ring return, according to a new report from Fightful Select. Although the report couldn't confirm if McGuinness has been cleared to return, this is great news, and it would be wonderful to see McGuinness back in the squared circle. He last wrestled back in 2011, and he's had a stellar reputation both as a pro wrestler and as a human being. He currently delivers a color commentary for AEW Collision. This is a role in which McGuinness has received rave reviews for. It's us wrestling, so we'll have to wait and see. Next up, Gunther makes history. Our congratulations are in order for reigning Intercontinental Champion Gunther. Gunther is now the second longest Intercontinental Champion in WWE history, and he's just under a month to go before he's officially the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Gunther is currently in a feud with Chad Gable on the Raw brand, and it appears that WWE have every intention of allowing Gunther to break the Honky Tonk Man's historic record. Next up, concerning footage surfaces. A footage on social media surfaced following last night's AAA event. In the footage, popular star heel Del Vikingo appears to have collapsed and is taken away on a stretcher. It's unclear what exactly happened, but we'll keep you posted on our website regarding any official updates. And finally, CM Punk shoots hard on Adam Page. Our final story today takes controversial comments from CM Punk last night after AEW Collision, since Punk waited until last night. After last night's Collision went off the air, Punk decided to cut a shoot promo on Hangman Adam Page. Hello, North Carolina. What is this, huh? What is this? Look at this. Carolina is Hangman country. Earlier today, I went to a local supermarket and I figured out why they call him Hangman, because the pegs in the toy aisle are full of Hangman action figures. Because nobody wants to buy them. He's a peg warmer, unlike me who moves merchandise and pops ratings and sells toys. We got everybody in AUW saying, I'm the heart, I'm the soul, I'm the spirit. Well, that's the objective. What is a fact is that people who say that certainly aren't on the chin of AEW because the lights go out faster than what? GTS, go to sleep. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I got rocked too. I told a House of Black no chops, and they chopped me. So I'm very mad. Now, it's unknown if this was a scripted promo from Punk, and Punk is in turn planting the seeds for a feud with Adam Page. Nevertheless, Punk's comments are no doubt newsworthy, and it'll be interesting to see if Page has a verbal rebuttal planned. What do you guys think of Punk's comments? Let us know in the comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.